Alright, what's up? We are playing some Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, because we've already completed the Sons of Liberty. That was our Let's Play last month, so this is the one we're going to be doing now. Now, this game here is my favourite single-player game ever. It's literally, it's almost flawless. It would be a 9.5 out of 10, because I never believe something's perfect. But I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's got a good length. It's not like Metal Gear Solid 2, where Metal Gear Solid 2, see if you take all the codec messages out of it, it actually isn't that long. It's quite a quick game. This one's got a decent length. It's got a really good storyline. It's basically an origin story for Snake, Big Boss, if you like. It's set in the Vietnam kind of era, Vietnam kind of war. It's Cold War. It's great. It's. I'm not going to spoil anything for you in case you've not played the game or not, but it's great. And we also have beer, San Miguel beer. It's like the best thing. Like, listen to that. Best thing you can hope for. So. Oh, that's good. We've also got a new setup in here. We got a new desk, and I've also got a 144Hz monitor coming tomorrow. But it makes things a lot better laid out. One sip of beer and already I'm slurring my words. A lot better laid out. I have it in a kind of horseshoe shape so that I have everything around me. The only thing that's a little bit off is the lighting. You'll see that it's a bit weird. It's kind of shadowing different parts. I mean, but we can try and fix that later. But again, in my last videos I hadn't used a webcam for that very reason. But yeah, a little bit of an upgrade. So that's enough of me babbling on about this. Let's just turn this down a little so you don't hear it through the mic. And let's get started. Now there's going to be a lot of cutscenes in this. So I'm just going to shut up. I'm just going to shut up and let you guys hear it. And I've also played this previously, so I'm guessing I'm going to have a save on here. I'm going to guess. Blue Point Games, that rings a bell. Is that not the same people who make PUBG? No. No, we actually get this bit. I'd normally let you see that, but we actually get this later. And that also looks like the settings have changed. Oh no, it's coming back light again. Yeah, it's a bit oversaturated, the webcam. But like I said, we'll constantly be tweaking it. So if it's a little bit off in this session, then we'll do it better the next time. Ooh. Oh yeah. This is because I'm using this on the remastered HD copy. That's why they two are there. But yeah, let's go for. Actually, I don't know why Metal Gear's there. I actually have no idea why this is here. What is this? Ah, I see. Right, can I like get out of this? Come on. No, come on, I don't want in this. Cole, no, not Cole, no. No, stop. No, how did I get out of this? Oh, here we go. Right, quit game. Jesus Christ, yeah. Yes, end game. Don't tell me it's going to load the game again. I think it is. Damn, that's good beer. Right, first thing we've got to check. Blue Point Games, what else do they make? Because I've seen them in something. I don't think this. Is it PUBG? It can't be PUBG. Can't be PUBG. No, it's not PUBG. That's going to annoy me now. Oh, that's what it is. It's Uncharted. Right, so I'm just going to load this. I like... Is it going to give me a difficulty setting? Ah, it is. I would say normal, because we're mainly doing this for the storyline. I'm not doing this as a challenge series. So I would say normal. Now I'm just going to shop in like here.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Blue hole. It's blue hole. Similar. Anyway. Sound.
Flying over Pakistan. Altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
In my opinion, this was one of the last of the good Metal Gear games. I don't really like the newer ones.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waist know what he's doing?
He's a big boss, he knows what he's doing.
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
This game looked considerably good, considering even the original, when I played this back on the PlayStation 2, it looked pretty good. And this remake looks even better. I mean, it's just good. It's just really, it looks really neat considering it's a game that's like a decade old or something. But it's more than that actually, it's almost, what, 15 years old or something?
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
I think it's Sonic.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA...
That's
given us the green light
that's just a
for the
coincidence, by the way. It doesn't change just because I'm Jack. It doesn't.
The virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
Now, don't get cocky. This isn't a training arm.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, A certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight.
Yuri Gagarin.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. He used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my side. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Daddy don't want me on here.
What? No. Hold on. Oh, that should have been camera. Wait, stop. Take him out.
You fell. You missed just the table.
Right.
Went stretched up tall and he went, oh!
Right, see you later on.
Listen up, Jack.
Have you?
Your mission is
Aye.
to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
And we've landed, finally. About damn time. I did say there was a lot of cutscenes in this. Lot of storyline to explain. They really needed that big bit at the start to explain exactly the background though. So once it's through that bit, it's not as bad. Let's see what he's got to say.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other.
So yeah,
Your
we'll use
codename for
code
this mission
names,
will
but
be
we'll totally
Naked
talk
Snake.
about
I'll
exactly
be
what we're going
referring
to
to you
do.
as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Well, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major?
What, to
What should
order
I
in a
call
restaurant
you?
or not?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great.
Lovely.
Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and
No
press the
kidding.
action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the same function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Well, that was pretty useless. I had pretty bit of useless information. But let's see what we could do. Right, so I believe the aiming's better in this game. Yeah, it's not inverted. It actually goes, actually goes the way you push it. It's not the same as MGS2. What we got? We've got a knife and a calorie mate, a revival pill that we're not going to use. Oh yeah, of course we've not got our backpack yet. Crouch up. Right, I see. Punch, kick. Okay. Right. One thing that is annoying is when you go prone, like this should go at first person now. No? Oh, this used to go first person. Oh well. I could swear that used to automatically put you in first person, unless it's something you can change. Ew.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose weapon.
Right, I'm going to skip this because I don't think none of this is important to the plot. Right, so we've got the boss who talks about CQC. Yeah. So this is just basically introducing the boss. The boss is your mentor. You'll get to know that later in the storyline. Anyway, this is just intro garbage.
Try to remember.
So this woman talking now is your boss, and she's your mentor. She taught you CQC. That's basically what that conversation was about.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Great for you. Right, so we've got 4 suppressors, this is trank gun, we've also got various other bits and pieces. What we've got in terms of camouflage, because this isn't very good. Let's go for woodland and leaf, I think is the best. Yeah. Leaf. They also explained in there about your camo index, so just so you know, up in the top right, that's your camo index, and that 50% you see up in the top tells me that come on, kill it then. Oh, there we go, that's it. what have we got? A snake. I can't even remember what one's the best and what one's not the best. But yeah, the camo index makes it harder for guards to spot you, so the higher the camo index, the harder it is for them to spot you, the lower the easier, basically. So let's continue on through here until we find this Sokolov character. You gotta remember, I've like completed these games before, so I know exactly where I'm going. But I'll try my best not to skip anything. Ooh, I think I'll go dive so you didn't get me. Oh crap! Ah! Right, this thing's gonna have to die. Right, can I like crouch down here? Right, him in. Okay. 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 Jesus Christ, man! How many hits is this gonna take? How many hits? Ah, this is ridiculous! Nothing can survive this. Look at the blood coming out! This is ridiculous. My god, man, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Ooh, crap. Oh, that's not good. There is stuff on there as well. Really? Right, screw this, let's just... Oh crap, I couldn't dive. Let's just go. Right. Looks like it's this way we have to go. God damn. What you can also do is you can also tranquilize animals and keep them in cages in your inventory, but they do go off, and your other food, your normal food, goes off after a while.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
No kidding.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
I can't
The
promise
Major is
anything.
right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your
Oh yeah, this is where they explain how camouflage works. So they basically just explain what that number at the top meant. But I can't promise that I'll keep to that, to be honest. And at 90, that's pretty high. Obviously it's a percentage, so 100's the best. So... Oh, right, how do I... Oh, right, that's how I bring it up. Right. Right, okay. Hey, no, go back in. Go back in. So at 90, this guy's chances of spotting me are pretty much nil. There's also, this is a lot more accurate. I can do little flicks on the stick, which really helps. It really helps, like, when in Metal Gear Solid 2, it was really hard to hit, like, the ciphers in that, because whenever you did, like, a little movement like that, it made a big difference, whereas I could do tiny little flicks here and become really accurate. Now, there is another guy. What's this guy going to give me? What's this guy going to give me? Bullets. Why would he have a tranquilizer gun? Uh-oh. How do you know there's an enemy here?
Where's he hiding?
Oh my god. Where is he? This is what happens when you miss. go to sleep. This should go away when he keels over. Where is he? I can't even see him. Where is he? There he is. Oh yeah, there's one more. So you got to try your best not to miss. There we go. Oh crap, another guy's seen it. Get a grenade though. Where are you? No. Just a stupid cycle. There we go. Took enough bullets. So that's the two done. I'm not going to go for something like all the frogs that you have to shoot. You get these frogs that you have to shoot in the game, and basically what it does is it gives you like an unlock. I can't remember what it gives you. I don't think it's stealth. I don't think you get stealth camo in this. You get infinity ammo, I think. But yeah. But what I am going to do is I am going to tranquilize every boss fight, which gives you their uniform. I am going to go for that. So I want to go for every camo in the game, every boss camo at least, and as many of the other camos as I can find. But I'm not going to be too particular about it. Like I said, this is more about the storyline, because I love the storyline of this game. But let's get started. In my opinion, this is quite a bit better than MGS2. So if you enjoyed the last Let's Play, you'll really enjoy this one. Oh, I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Look at that smile. Look at that smirk. Love this guy's thinking. Right, so what are we going to do? I think we'll just... Where is it? I can't actually see it. Oh, there it is. So we hit this. And they should both run over the bridge now. There's one. I've not done that quick enough. That means there's one left, I'm sure. I'm sure there's one left down here. Somewhere. I'm positive there's one left down here. Somewhere. I can't see where though, but I'm sure there is. No, there mustn't be. I could swear there was two guys. Right, we want to make it across here. Oh crap! I think it's. Oh crap! Yeah, I could forgetting what button it was. Come on, come on, come on! Get up, Snake. You have to wait for it because they do come back. Right now, what it says. Right, so you can fall off and then you go. There we go. That's how you. That's how it's done. Put the on and off suppressor with an A button in the window. I'm not bothered about killing people. I'm not bothered about whether or not I get through the entire game without killing people. I really don't care. But what I do want is all the camos. So you put the toggle the fire mode with Y and put the suppressor on and off with A. I obviously don't have one. Yeah, I obviously don't have one, which is basically no use to me. Right, let's just... Come on, climb up, climb... Okay, okay, Snake. Okay, okay. Climb up, climb up. Right, climb up. There we go. Right, we're going to have to go up this the old-fashioned way. Now, I don't want to be too late because these guards are going to be here. And 60%. Ah, there they are. There's quite a few of them. 4? Did I count 4? Right, what's the highest camo index I can get to? Face, they're all minus. Plus 25. Desert Tiger. 95%. That's pretty damn high. Holy crap. Like I said, this is a sneaking mission, so it's not about killing. There we go. It's not about killing the enemies, it's all about knocking them out and getting past them. Oh, here we go.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
No kidding.
I can't see Sokolov from here.
Well, obviously. It's not going to have him out in the open.
Tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
I wonder. Well, let me get started there. Let me get cracking.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding it.
Yeah, right. We don't care. We know. They're holding him in a room in the northwest corner. Blah, 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 blah. Let's get into actually doing the fighting part. Right, so night-night for you. And night-night for you. Now I'm pretty sure there is a sniper here, and I'm going to want to try and keep the camo up. You don't normally have to switch all that much, but there is a sniper, I'm sure. 40's pretty high. Where's the other guy? I want to say there's a sniper, so I've got to be careful. Is pretty out in the open. There's one guy, the looks of it, round the note. That's a barrel. Yeah, let's just crawl on our belly because I literally have no idea where these guys are. 70's pretty high. They're going to have difficulty spotting you at 70. And there's another one. It's a nice headshot. I don't know how many there are. I used to know. I used to know just by counting them how many there are. I could swear there used to be one up there. Uh-oh. Right, let's climb. Let's climb up here. I'm sure there's a guy up here. No. It's also one of the few games that you can actually hear footsteps. There's a guy over there. Right. Night night. Right, where are you? I suppose not that matters. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? There we go. You just need to get close enough to trigger the cutscene.